Good night, everyone. Good night, good night, good night to one and all. So, welcome to our Tuesday's night opportunity call. Now, I don't believe in coincidences, so I believe that you all believed that this opportunity, which you are about to witness here tonight, has some sort of possibility that it can add to your future in whatever way it can. So, please note that we are looking for individuals who are serious about growth, people who are ready to learn a valuable skill and take control of their financial future. So I'm sure most of you are here. That's what it's that's the main reason why you're here, right? So I ask, stay locked in, and let's absorb all this information together. Now, tonight I have the privilege to bring on two incredible six-figure earners joining us. First up, we'll hear from Brittany Lewis. Now, most of us may know her as Life at Britney. She's a stay-at-home mom at the age of 25 with a background in customer service and sales administration. Since joining this company back in 2023, she has not only become a six-figure earner, but is now leading her team, applying and teaching the same skill sets that she learned thus far. She'll be walking you through the first part of this presentation. So I ask you, please take notes, bring out your pen, no distractions. Then we'll have my personal mentor, Richard Liangu Gabriel. Richard is a former software engineer and served as quarries manager under the Ministry of Energy in Trinidad and Tobago. He is also an entrepreneur who has helped build companies generating over $1 million US in sales. For the past 8 years, he has been a full-time trader in Forex, stock option, and in the crypto world. He too is a six-figure income earner and has great potential of showing you the greatest benefits of this company and what it has to offer. So tonight, we ask you just to give us 30 to 40 minutes of your time. Listen to a legit opportunity that has been created, that has been already creating so much success for so many people throughout Trinidad and Tobago and worldwide as well, right? So you'll be hearing from individuals as well who will be testifying to you tonight. So you're lucky to get some awesome persons, my business partners, to be testifying, giving you their journey, and each one of them has been successfully earning as being a part of this company thus far. Different levels, success is coming to you. Without further ado, I want to bring to you Miss Brittany Lewis.
Hi. Good night, everybody. Regardless of whatever platform you're on, congratulations for showing up for your very own success. Shanice, thank you very much. I am very proud and honored to be here tonight and to be able to show you guys the very presentation or the very company that would have impacted my life in such a great way since November of 2023. So without further ado, the name of the company that we're looking at and that has created so much impact for not only me, but others across Trinidad and across the globe. The name of that company is Iconic. What a name that we are able to have, because that is exactly the impact that they have been able to do. It has been nothing short of iconic. The first thing that I have to advise you of is this disclaimer: no past profits will ever determine future gains. What you're about to see, with all the testimonies, all the product information, all the service information, all of it is based on hard work, how you apply yourself, and how you learn to use the services at hand. So that's our only disclaimer. Past profits do not guarantee future gains in this company, but everything is possible. So, who are we? Who is Iconic? What do we represent? What do we truly do? Iconic provides us with services and education so that we're able to benefit from the financial markets, whether it's from the stock options market, the forex market, or the crypto market. For some of y'all, that sounds very foreign, which is okay. That is normal. But I like to tell beginners, think about the guys on Wall Street. Think about the guys that talk commodities, the finance bros. That's exactly what we're able to tap into with this company. The other side of the company is all about global expansion. You being able to have a piece of the pie in terms of a company being able to expand and market and grow. So that's the other cool part. In our day and age, we refer to it as digital marketing. Now, coming around to the point of our day and age, all businesses are evolving. Things are getting different. You would not really see a taxi anymore in the United States. You would see a Uber. People that used to pay for cable, we don't pay for cable anymore. In my house, we don't have cable. We have Netflix and we have Disney Plus. We don't even have cable. Every business model that we knew before that was traditional at the time is now evolving into something different, something better. So that's exactly what we want to be able to show you all, an evolution of the normal sales market or the normal sales project. We want to be able to show you all something that you can benefit from the comfort of your own home. Iconic. So you can do it from anywhere. You have a flexible schedule. For me personally, as a stay-at-home mom, my entire business I do at home, from making the income from the financial markets, from global expansion, which we'll get into with passive income, to being able to change the money into TTD, because that is the biggest benefit. We get paid in US dollars. But this short slide here is just about telling you a couple key points about the company and the things that we really benefit from apart from the services. These three individuals, I don't think that any of us in the company would have had the impact that we have had without them. The gentleman in the middle, his name is Hassan Mahmoud. He is the CEO of Iconic. He is the one that really had the vision to be able to bring everything together. On the right hand side of him, that's Mr. Jared Wilkins. He is our VP and he's a dynamic individual. Definitely, it's been a pleasure to be able to just have training sessions from him and be able to see and have the company calls on Saturday. And those are things that, as you're watching and you want to be able to join a company, you want to know, what are you going to have access to in terms of leadership? Are you going to be able to join company calls? Are you going to be able to join company updates? And those are the things that I enjoy. The gentleman to your left is Mr. Edwin Haynes. Very, very important for me to speak about him. He is the presidente. We like to call him the president of Iconic. And he has done so much in his career span in terms of developing markets and developing companies and being able to create 6 and 7 figure earners. So he's the guy with the experience. He's the guy on the block that you need on your team. And we are lucky that we have him on ours. Right, bringing it back around to the financial markets. So we focus on Forex, we focus on stocks, and we focus on crypto. These are the financial markets right now that you have to pay attention to, especially with everything going on in the world. We all know, even right now in our own country of Trinidad and Tobago, we just passed our general elections. Politics affects everything. So the forex market, the stocks markets, and the crypto markets, these are all things that I would have never thought I would have had access to in the way that I have with Iconic. Let's talk mobile app. So because everything is happening from our phone, we can receive, we call them swipe to trade. So those are trade alerts that we get. We're able to set them up to our phone, and we're able to put in beforehand the leverage that we want to use. And the only thing that would happen once you get that notification is you would simply swipe and you would enter the trade. Everything else from there would be done for you. And let's talk about it. There we go. That's our beautiful app of Swipe to Trade that you just got a glimpse of. And this is our academy as well. So we benefit from the services being we can get signals, we can get boot camps, and of course we have an ECA or an IQA. We have an academy based off of all the videos that you are able to learn from. I like to tell people that is like our own little YouTube that we have through the company. Solex. I am very, very honored to be able to speak to you guys about the Solex app. Solex is where we receive our trade signals, and I want to be able to talk to you guys about Plutos. Plutos, Plutos, Plutos. If you have ever seen me pop up on any of your social media accounts, you would know that Plutos is my personal baby. Plutos is a service that we have been able to maximize profits with in a very, very short space of time. In terms of results, we've been able to do 100% profits on accounts for brand new beginners in as little as 1 day. Now, remembering that past profits do not guarantee future gains, but the results that we have gotten with Plutos have been nothing short of incredible and iconic. So, definitely had to touch on that for you guys. We also have access to the Manara scanner as well, which you can set up and it will send you trade signals just like Plutos will. But you would be able to configure it. There's a boot camp as well that you're able to join so that you can have the correct settings for your Manara scanner. All right, and without further ado, I know that Shanice did an incredible job being able to just scratch the surface on who this individual is. I want to be able to bring on Mr. Richard Liangu Gabriel. He is the reason that I was exposed to this opportunity in November of 2023. So I have to say that he is the reason that I'm able to be the breadwinner for my family, and I've been able to do the figures that I have in the last 16 or 17 months that I've been in this business. He's an incredible person, an incredible coach, and it is an honor to be able to bring him up in any space or any forum. So without further ado, Rich, you want to jump on?
I am here. Thank you so much, Brittany. I am here. Hope I'm coming through loud and clear. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you, Brittany. I appreciate you, Shen, for the great introduction and the great information that you delivered to everyone listening on in. I just also want to congratulate you all on so much success that you all have been having, and also that you all have been helping people, more importantly, all around the world, especially right here in Little Trinidad and Tobago, where we are right now currently. And I believe that the impact that we're going to have, not just here, but by extension through the Caribbean, is going to be enormous. Okay, so as you heard, guys, we are, I would say that we are the millennials. Okay, there are a lot of people right now living life who want a change. And yes, you're going to see a lot of these services. You're going to hear about the testimonies. You're going to hear about all the nice stuff that people's lives are changing. But the truth and in fact, the matter is that is your life going to change? We took the chance, guys. We took the chance when we saw the opportunity. I did too. And having looked at the services, I just want to elaborate and let you all know that as a trader, someone who has been trading for a while, there's a clear distinction between legitimate trading and companies that come around that take people's money and people get burnt. And I want to just let you know the difference, because some of you on this call, I don't want you to leave here and not understand that iconic is very different. Okay, iconic is what you were really looking for. And you might have gotten burnt in the past, you might have tried different things in the past. But right now, I don't want you to worry about the past. All you could control is the future. You could learn from the past, and I'm going to help you to understand what is legitimate in this space and why you should never, after this presentation, be going through a downtime in this space when it comes to losing your money because of people taking it from you and doing wrong things. Okay, so in this space, ladies and gentlemen, you will set up your own broker. Number one, you do not give anyone access to your money when you get involved. You do not even give money to Iconic to trade for you. Okay, so anytime people want to take your money to trade for you, please run from them. We are all about adding value to people so that you could have the skill set at the end of the day so that you can empower your life. How does that sound? Okay. Now, it's not going to take you 4 years, 5 years, like a degree. And I could attest to that because we have people right here in our community that have spent less than a year. It's about just over a year, guys, that we have been expanding this company. And we have seen tremendous success already, and lives are being impacted. Okay. So this service here called stock options, it is one of the services that we utilize because of the educator. Now I'm going to share with you very quickly on my screen here, just some pictures. Okay. You heard them speak about my background. Yes, 14 years ago, I used to work a job. Okay. And me right now, if I was 20 years old, if I was now coming out of school, I would not be looking, guys, for a job, honestly. The world that we live in today, you heard of Britney, 25, stay-at-home mom, six-figure earner, learned a high-paying skill set, and helping people. That is the world we live in today. So the days of go to school, get a grade, gotta get a job, yeah, you could stick around there, but it's not going to absolutely change your life and put you in control of your time, more importantly, and your income. You're going to be learning a high-paying skill set that has no cap. Think of that, guys. It has no cap. It's just based on your effort. And I was able to transition 14 years ago into a space where so many people, including myself, shunned. I did not understand that adding value to people and learning skill sets could change someone's life tremendously. So I was mentored by Miss Louie's father. He was the first person who shared with me how to add value and how to learn skill sets. And I was a big skeptic, guys. I did not want to talk to people. I didn't want to do any of those things. But I was being naive and ignorant. But I wanted the dreams. I wanted the goals. I wanted to retire. But you got to do things that you have never done, guys, to get the results you have never had. So I decided to put myself through learning the skill sets, learning to, add value to myself first and then share the value I learned to people. And I've lived all over the world. And right now, my wife and I both, we are full-time traders. And we decided to come out, just like Brittany did, to share what we have been doing so that other people could benefit. Okay. This lady here, Jessica Ramos, I met her in Dubai last year, November. And she's an incredible individual. This is the lady right now that is creating 6 and 7 figure income earners from the education that she teaches. So some of you on this call, you want to learn. You actually want to learn how to read the charts. And you have one of the best world-renowned stock options experts to teach you not just stock options, but to teach you how to trade, period. Her strategy is very simple, and you'll be able to apply what you're going to learn to Forex, crypto, and stock options. But I'm telling you right now, as a Forex trader for about 7 years, where I started, stock options is so lucrative, guys. I'm telling you from experience. And I'll show you just from today as well. Okay, I'll show you just from today how fast money can be made. And full disclaimer, past profits, again, do not guarantee future results. But this access that you have here, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Look at the fourth line on the slide here. This educator charges $300 per hour. US per hour for private lessons. Many people cannot afford that. 80% cannot afford that of the people, I would say, in Trinidad and Tobago. That is 2,100 if you multiply it by 7. 2,100 TT dollars an hour. If you get access to that level of education, would you pay attention? Of course you would. And she's exclusive to Iconic. So not only are you going to get great services from Forex, copy and paste trade, swipe to trade, you are even also going to get one of the best educators in the space to take you from beginner to intermediate to advanced level. And that is why we're so passionate about what we have here, because you are going to be equipped and empowered to take charge of your life. You should be very excited about that. Okay. Now, I want to bring on very quickly, I want to introduce you guys to a lady that I met who's a friend now. She is not right now, she's not in the country. Her story is so incredible. She reminds me of myself 14 years ago. And she was stuck, in the 8 to 4 for about 12 years. And she worked at a permanent organization where a lot of people are lining up right now to try and get a job there. She just made her way out. And she made her way out, and to relieve herself of that stress through this company. She's someone, when I met her, I would try to follow up with her and find out what she's doing. She participated in a lot of the different, she started in Forex, went to the binary. And when she touched on stock options, ladies and gentlemen, that was the defining point where she was able to say bye-bye to her job. But I won't tell you all of her story. I want to know if, Kizzy, are you on the call? Let me see if we have Kizzy. Kizzy took a flight out to Miami. I'm trying to get her on the call tonight. She was willing to come onto the call just to share a bit of her story. And let me see if I keep getting bumped out. Okay. All right. She just messaged me. She keeps getting bumped out, but that's all right. That's all right. Next time we'll have her. But Kizzy was able to leave her 12-year job in the last 5 months, guys, from participating here. And she has been able to do, I won't say, she's on?
Kizzy's on.
Let's see if we have Kizzy here. Kizzy, are you on?
I can't put on mic.
Oh, man, it would be so good for you guys to hear from Kizzy. All right, I know she's having technical difficulties as she's enjoying her life right now in Miami. I was talking to her today. Kizzy, are you there? Let me just check one more time. Yes, Kizzy, we could hear you. Oh gosh, this would have been so good for you guys to hear from her. But we will have one on next call. I just want to respect you guys' time. But yeah, we will have to have one on next call, guys, when she's back in Trinidad. But she was telling me today, Rich, it feels so good to wake up and in like 15 minutes, a short space of time, be able to make money and then go on withdraw and go spend while on vacation. Okay, from stock options. Now, for those of you that do not know about stock options, this is the most regulated way to trade. We set up with Charles Schwab's broker right now, Charles Schwab's, and you go and you open a US bank account, and any funds that you make in profits, they even give you a Visa debit card. Okay, so you could spend. And just from today, I could share with you one of our results just from today, guys. In our account, let's not do the whole account. Right, just from today. Millionaire Kerry was able to do 1,382 US dollars in 10.
Hello?
She's on. I think we have Kizzy on. Kizzy, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. That's so
Kizzy, I'm glad we can have you. Amen. Hallelujah. Take too long in vacation. Where are you right now?
Can you hear me clear? Because the internet is really terrible.
Oh my goodness. You need to come back to Trini. But you're in Florida or Miami? Where are you right now?
I am in Miami in Walmart.
Kizzy, very quickly for the guests, we have a lot of people on the call tonight. Just share with them the experience and very quickly about Iconic and how it has changed your life.
Okay, so Iconic has definitely changed my life for the better. I've been working for TN Tech for the past 12 years as of last year, October, and I left to do trading because it's always looking for something else to do to get out of the 9 to 5 and the hustle, and to be more free and have more time with my children. And so started stock options boot camp with Jessica Ramos on February 3rd, and put in the work. I really worked hard and studied. I studied until I understand understand it, and started live in March, and that was it. Um, in 2 days, made 1,000 US. Sorry for speeding, guys, but the internet is really bad. It could cut off at any time. Yeah, I started with in 2 days, made 1,100 US. But actually, the first week I did the trading. I first week I did 1,000 US. So yeah, you have to put in your work, guys. That's the best I could say, and I'm enjoying it right now. You understand? Having a trip with my family right now, and then we have planning another trip, and this is life. Living, no stress, no, you know, enjoying it, really enjoying it, and I thank Richard and I thank God for everything. So get on, guys.
Awesome.
I don't know if you
Thank you.
believe me.
Yes, we hear you, Kizzy. Thank you so much for
I'm
jumping
really,
up.
really sorry for speeding through like that.
That's fine, Kizzy. We appreciate you taking time to jump on. So, guys,
Okay.
hearing just from your local persons, if you're trying to be on this call, we are very, very invested in people and providing the environment for you to win. Okay. But I'm going to touch on the business side of the company now, something that we are extremely excited about as well. And I'm going to bring back on a six-figure income earner who, she's not a stranger to this, and she doesn't shy away from it. When she sees something, she runs with it, and when she believes in something, she runs with it. Because we are very, very credible. We are very strong on credibility, guys. We don't want to play with our people's lives. That's not our goal. Our goal here is that if we could put people in the right environment and they apply themselves just like Kizzy, just like Brittany did, just like Shanice did. We also have super mom. Some of you might have seen her, stay-at-home mom as well. Okay. These people are applying themselves with the right environment and winning. And that is what we want to share. And because we are so organic about what we're doing, and this is not a sales pitch type of call, this is a real call where we are honestly, excited to share the results we have. So moving on, you get access to all of these things. Now, for some of you, very quickly, you want to know how much is it going to cost. Okay. All of us got started, guys, with the Elite Pro. The Elite Pro pack is 200 US a month for the first month, sorry, and then 149 every month thereafter. So you get 50 US dollars discount for all of those services, ladies and gentlemen. Not just Jessica, which is 300 an hour. You get her included, plus the Plutus, plus the Swipe to Trade, the Academy. And just to give you context, guys, to understand how significant this is, if I show you where our bootcamp resides, some of you right now are wondering how long it's going to take. Some of you guys are wondering how much money you could make. And I don't want you to think that way, guys. I want you to think of adding value to yourselves. It doesn't matter how long it takes, but let me give you a glimpse of what you get access to when it comes to learning the skill set. It's all going to be based on your effort. So this is our bootcamp here when it comes to stock options and learning to trade, not just stock options, because you're going to learn to trade. This bootcamp is 20 hours of education, 20 hours. You have, and all of us have 24 hours in a day. And because all of us have 24 hours in a day, there's nothing different from what I have and what you will have in terms of time. What Kizzy has, what Brittany has in terms of time. We just prioritize our time in learning a high paying skill set, and that's why we get results. So we're going to tell you all of the secrets, which are not secrets anymore. This is where it lies. So you could be copy and paste, flipping accounts too with Brittany, and you could be taking your time to learn how to trade independently in 20 hours, guys. If you apply yourself and you do the assignments and you enter into our community, you will be putting yourself and setting yourself aside and apart from the regular people in the world, guys. So you are going to be able to learn this, that you could pass this down to your children and your children's children, because this was a skill that was stolen from us that we never learned in any of our school systems. And that's why we're proud to bring it to people. Okay. So back to the presentation. It is only 200 US, only 200, guys, to change your life. You don't even need to think about that. And then it's 149 a month to keep access to these services. Yes, you have to pay to keep access, Or if you're a go-getter, you might just say, listen, I paid 1,500 US for other opportunities before, for one time, for like a month to get started. That's a whole year service here. 1,500 for a year, and then you could be possibly making 500 or like Kizzy, $1,000 a week. Come on. That is what we're here for. Okay. So now I'm going to go very quickly and talk about how it is you could benefit from expanding what I like to call a Fortune 500 company, a company that is a disruptor in the world, and a company that we are very passionate about. This company allows us, thank you, Lord, I wouldn't have wanted any other way, to be able to get like profit sharing from the expansion. So, guys, not only are you going to be learning a skill set, but you could make money even faster. Let me show you some guaranteed money here. And I say guaranteed because once you do it, you're going to get paid. Trading is a slow and steady way. Okay, you can't rush trading. You got to be patient. You get paid for patience in trading. But when it comes to expanding companies, for my business people on the call, you are seeing this opportunity before thousands of people. That alone can make you a ton of money, life-changing money. Okay. And this is how myself, Brittany, and so many others have been earning 5 and 6 figures within the last year. Okay. So anytime somebody gets started, the company says, thank you for sharing our incredible services. They can learn how to trade and make a ton of money, but thank you for introducing them. We'll pay you a small commission of 50 or 30 US dollars, between 50, 30, and 40 US dollars. Okay, but let's leave it as 50 because most people get started at the Elite Pro Pack. So you could get 50 US per person. And let me tell you how significant this is, guys. You think that this business model is not prominent? The banks are doing this. My bank in America, Chase Bank, you know what they email me? They say we will give you up to 500 US. If you could refer a new customer that opens a check-ins account, we'll pay you 50 US for 10 persons for the year. 10 persons for the year. This company, it's unlimited. There's no limit to the amount of persons you could invite. And some of you right now, you know people who are looking for something real. You know people who want to change their lives. And this is how much money you could make here, guys. The company says, as we work collectively and expand the organization, people can make from 100 US dollars a month all the way to the right side at the end, which is the orange, up to $1.16 million a month, US dollars, guys. Now, I don't know about you, but being back in Trinidad and Tobago right now and making US income, you live 8 times better. I'm just letting you know, 8 times better. Okay? And we are here to help people also benefit how we are benefiting. So let me share with you how this works very quickly. Let's say you know 4 persons, and this is optional, guys. I don't want to make you feel like you have to bring in persons, because some of you will come in and you will start off as a customer, and that's fine. And you take the education, you take the services, and you make money, and you're happy like that. But then some of you are going to say, I'm not going to leave any money on the table. If half of what you're saying is true, I am going to tear this thing up. And I know those type of people who are watching because I was like that too. When I saw this, I could not believe how early we were. I could not believe the access of the value of these services. And that is why we're running so hard today. So if you know 4 persons who get started as a customer, you will become what is called an apprentice. An apprentice is someone who will make 100 US extra every month. And this is separate, guys, from your trading profits. Okay. Then there's Influencer 500. These are persons who can make up to 500 US a month. Guys, that is 4,000 TT dollars a month. And we have people at that level already, just with 12 customers. Now, the beautiful thing about this system is that you don't need to get all 12 people. There are people who came in as customers and they don't even know that they have people beneath them already. Because of the binary structure, people have to go below other people that come in. So you might by default getting in this early, be positioned to win. That's how crazy this thing is. We have people right now who have 6, 10 people beneath them and they brought in no one as yet. All they have to do is balance out the next side and they could be earning 500, 1,000 US a month, 1,500 US a month, 3,000 US dollars a month. So I want to bring on Britney for a quick second. Britney, are you still on the call?
Hi, hi, still here.
Awesome. So Brittany, Brittany has been with us when we started October 2023. And Brittany is what you call a go-getter. When she sees opportunity, she doesn't procrastinate. Okay? I like people who don't procrastinate. And she saw the opportunity, she took advantage of it, and she said, listen, Rich, I always wanted to be a part of something that had value and work with Uncle Ed, which is the president. And all she did, guys, all she did, and she could share it with you all. I want Brittany to just share her story and how she was able to get to influencer 1500. She could probably share cumulatively how much she earned if she chooses to. If she chooses to. And guys, once again, this is extra money. This is gravy money for the taking just from the growth. So, Brittany, over to you.
So I'll tell this story as raw as it was, and I've never told it from this perspective. When I heard about the company, it was at a time in my life where the month before my contract had ended with the company that I was with for 2 years prior. I was at a point in my life where I was looking for something. And I remember the Saturday before I spoke to you, Richard, I was on my bathroom floor crying because I already had a daughter. She was 5 at the time. I was in my own apartment. I had just moved into my own apartment. I was on month one when I heard that my contract was not going to be renewed. So I was basically fired. And there was no great income coming in. And I remember seeing the opportunity and thinking, okay, this is legitimate. We know this is legitimate. What are we going to do? A lot of people always say, well, I have this to take care of, I have that to take care of, I need to get it done because of this, I need to get it done because of that. I had no choice but to run. I had something legitimate. I had a daughter to take care of. I had bills to take care of. When there is nothing else to do but work, you work hard. That's all there is to it. My back was against the wall. I had rent. I had a car payment. And I said, I just refused to fail. What am I going to do? Am I going to allow my daughter to see me fail? No, I wasn't. Nobody sees this opportunity by chance. Nobody. And that phone call that I had from you was not by chance. That same Saturday that I was sitting down on my bathroom floor crying to God, it's opportunity to work. And when this opportunity fell into my lap, it was God that delivered it through somebody. So there's not anything that you would see that would happen by chance. I tell everybody I run this business, me and God. When I cry and with my stress, is me and God. So 1,500 US dollars is crazy. That's about 12,000 TCD in passive income. That doesn't even come close to the amount of money that I make in Forex with these services. So being early and being a worker bee, will get you so far in this company because the services are there already. We have people on my team that have flipped accounts, taken 200 and making it into 1,000 US dollars. And by that point, they already know they're going to tell somebody because it's not about the sign up commission. It's about the impact and the change that you could make in somebody's life. So I don't want to ramble too long, but Influencer 1,500 changed my life because I needed the change. I needed it. Some people say, oh God, Lord, I need an opportunity. And they'll be in a room that will give them the opportunity and they will shy away from it. I didn't have a choice to be shy. God gave me the courage to do it. So I never told anybody that story. I mean, my parents, my very, very close circle would know that story because it's not the prettiest, but that is the reality of when I started. I remember the money on my credit card that I had was the exact amount that I needed to join this business. I swear to God.
Oh, wow. That is incredible, Brittany. Incredible. And it's I'm happy to hear these stories because us too, my wife and I both, I could have said no. I could have said no to the opportunity. And at first we didn't start to share this with people, we started to take advantage of these services. And because of that, the place that we have come to today, I know that we're going to be one of the biggest and best and fastest growing organizations because of that. The culture that we have here, people are going to sense the difference when they come to the in-person classes that we have and they come and they meet people. There's real people in meeting here, guys. This is not one of those, you might have experienced in the past, people dressing up and shirt and tie and trying to hit your sales pitch. No, the time for that is gone. People want realness. And that is what we have here. So if you're ready to work and you're ready to put in the effort, all you need is the right vehicle. Right? We have the Lambo here. We have the Ferrari. You just need to come and mash the gas and get the help and be humble, be united, be loyal, and be confident in what you're doing and put in the time. And I just want to congratulate those who are making the effort and they have already decided to themselves, I'm getting started, right? A decision, that is all it takes, guys. A procrastinator never does anything. You are one decision from changing your life. That is what I'll leave you guys with. So I appreciate you all being on this call. Thank you again, everyone who came onto this call. I appreciate all the leaders' times, all the customers' times too, all the feedback. Thank you, Kizzy, if you're still on the call from Miami, taking time out to come and share testimony. And I will see everyone at the top, guys. Not from the top as most people would. Everyone at the top, because when the tide rises, all ships rise. So God bless you all. Have an incredible 2025 if we don't hear from you. But I know that we'll have the right people with us that we could work with. And just to follow up, we have in-person classes as well for those of you that want in-person classes. And we have it right now at SAPA and at UE to help to bridge the gap in learning, because we know that some people need hands-on. Not everyone is online savvy. So we provide those services, as not services, but we provide the environment, and people just pay a small contribution, $20 or $25, to come for 3 hours, guys. Okay, so you're more than welcome to be part of the community. You will meet so many other success stories. But with that being said, I just want to say have a good night. Bye for now.